Me joining your fan club was a mistake because I am on your side for the ethical treatment of animals. But
No, but there's no ethical way to murder somebody that
yeah,
doesn't
okay.
die. There's no ethical way to take somebody's breast milk unconsensually. There's no ethical way to steal somebody's ovulation. But if I was doing this today, I wouldn't just go into the diet choices, and I would instead talk about the mindset of feeling entitled to use somebody else, because that is the root of the issue. I also wish that I said this isn't about me and you, because he's like, oh, I joined your fan club, I agree with you. It's okay, it's not about that. It's not about you agreeing with me or me agreeing with you or who's somebody saying the right thing. It's about animals deserving to not be exploited and having ownership of their body. I also say unconsensually, which is just an extra word. It doesn't really matter. Say you take away the baby and the cow's udders are hurting because they're full of milk, and so maybe she does come to you and consensually let you milk her. It doesn't matter. The issue is viewing somebody as a resource. There is no ethical way to exploit somebody else. And until you yourself decide to go vegan, you're responsible for animals being exploited and oppressed by you. You are their oppressor until you decide to go vegan. And you don't need to exploit animals anymore. You could decide today to no longer be responsible for that. But right now, you are responsible. And I'm not here to shame you, because I was in your position before. I was an animal oppressor. I was exploiting them. I was treating them as products. But I came to the conclusion that I have no good justification. I'm kind of monologuing here and saying the same thing over and over again, so that would be my critique on myself, to say less words and make the message more direct and to the point. I've also stopped saying go vegan because there's so much confusion on what that means and disagreements on what that means. So now when I'm outreaching people, I'm just looking for people that say they're against exploiting others and asking them to live by that principle. So what I'm doing right now is I ask people, how do you feel about humans feeling entitled to exploit other animals? And when they say that's wrong, I follow up with okay, so I'm an animal liberation activist, which means I live by the principle that humans should live without exploiting other animals. In principle, that's deciding to not exploit, oppress, or objectify them, and in practice, that looks like not using them for any reason. Not using them for transportation, fashion, entertainment, food, just leaving them alone. And then I tell them that it's very important that they live by that principle now, so that animals are no longer being oppressed by them, and so that they're living in line with their beliefs. And they're not just saying that they're against exploitation, and they're actually living by what they say. They're not being a hypocrite anymore when they decide to live by this principle. I don't even use the word vegan unless they bring up the word vegan. And if they bring up the word vegan, I ask them, okay, well, what do you mean by vegan? What do you think vegan means? Because I'm not advocating for any diet or lifestyle choices. I'm advocating for justice